Well, next to the biggest night in the career of Bolton boxer Amir Khan. Already with one defeat on his record, tomorrow night he faces a legend, Mexico's Marco Antonio Barrera. The two men brought shopping to a standstill in Manchester this afternoon for the weigh-in. The next time they meet will be in the ring. Chris Hall has been following the week's build-up.
Amir Khan is gambling with his career. In one fight, he'll leap from facing relative unknowns to one of the all-time greats. And the only other time he's fought in the MEN arena, this happened.
He's going to have to be stopped. He's trapped in the corner.
It's going to probably be the biggest night of my whole career, you know, and I'm never going to forget this night. This is make or break. This is going to take Amir Khan to a different level, put me in the mix of the world champions out there.
Well, if Khan can crack open his latest opponent, his career will be worth untold riches. But be warned, Barrera is no donkey. And Amir knows it. The walls of his gym are adorned with photos of his hero and the man whose career he ended. Prince Nassim, though, was in good company.
Amir was a star, he go to Las Vegas to fight. Now Amir is a star, but I coming to fight with him in her home. It's for me more better.
They have awakened the sleeping elephant. And when the elephant is awakened, he's disturbed and frustrated, and he just tramples everything he sees in sight. Amir Khan will be trampled.
He may be fighting a disturbed elephant, but Amir's got no junk in his trunk. Now trained by the great Freddie Roach, he's been sparring with Manny Pacquiao, the best pound-for-pound boxer in the world.
They have wars. I mean, it's back and forth, it's tit for tat, and I told him, if you can do that with Manny Pacquiao, you can do that with anybody in the world.
Manny's beaten Barrera twice before. You know, but he thinks I can go in there and win the fight, and, you know, so do I.
If there was a defeat, it would break his career.
We might have to think about doing something else. Yeah.
This is one of the weeks of your life, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, this is the biggest fight in my whole career. You know, it's even bigger than the Olympic final, and we'll just prove the critics wrong out there and everyone else.
It's a career-defining moment. Is Amir Khan ready to become world-class, or has he raised the bar too far? Chris Hall, Granada Reports, Manchester.
Yeah, the very best of luck to Amir Khan. Now, if you...
Well, he's admitted it's make or break, and Amir Khan's next fight could well shape his whole career. Amir's taking on Marco Antonio Barrera from Mexico, a multiple world champion, at Manchester's MEN Arena tomorrow night. Win and a world title shot is within the Bolton fighter's grasp. Lose, and he'll be back to square one. And as Richard reports, it's shaping up to be a contest to remember.
We all know how popular the young man from Bolton is. Today's weigh-in showed that even over here, the old man from Mexico City also has plenty of supporters.
Barrera is a legend in every sense of the word, and he's just going to... I hope he wins.
I think Khan's got the youth and the power on his side. I think he'll do it.
Blowing up and having mad people showing up, packing crowds, jam-packed venues, leaders collapse while atmospheres continue. Sprinkle that, winning like that.
I've never had a camp as tough as this, as hard as this, and it's gone really well. You know, I've never missed a session, I've never cheated myself.
Amir knows he's training for the biggest step up in class of his career. Marco Antonio Barrera is a 7-time world champion and a boxing legend in Mexico.
I am thinking in Amir Khan because he's a very good fighter, spirit, and I am thinking only him.
I'm sorry, but we're going to knock out Amir Khan.
I think you're going to see something. I think he's going to shock everybody. And give the kid credit, because he's going to make our Marco look old.
Well, you know, this is the biggest fight, and I'm going to grab it with both hands. I'm not going to give up, and that's the reason, you know, I trained so hard for this fight. It's like you said, it's make or break.
And Amir has the look of a man determined to make sure he gets his big break tomorrow night. Richard Askham, North West Tonight.
Well, I know Amir watches Northwest tonight, so good luck from all of us here.
To Adam and Glenn ringside in Widnes. Adam, such a buzz about this fight.
It's been unbelievable in the Northwest this week. Everybody tingling with anticipation. It's a really big fight, a mouth-watering matchup, because we can't predict it.
Well, you know, I couldn't believe it when this fight was made. It's not the one I expected. It's a fantastic matchup, and really, he's got everything to go for, but it's a dangerous, dangerous fight for Amir Khan.
Yeah, Khan young, he's got the speed, he's got the size, he looks bigger than Barrera, but can he hold it together for 12 rounds against a man with 72 fights, former world champion, great fighter?
We know the credentials of Marco Antonio Barrera, know what a fantastic fighter he is, but we know what great potential Amir Khan has and what he could be, but it's all on the line and he's got everything to prove.
Barrera's come over with about 50 people. He wants to win this fight badly.
He's a Mexican legend. He always wants to win fights badly, and I think he'll have prepared, he'll be ready, and he'll give it his best.
But Khan looks fantastic, and he says he's ready to sparkle.
Thanks, gents. Johnny, is he ready to sparkle? Sum it up for us.
As long as he listens to Freddie Roach, that genius in his corner, I can see Khan pulling this off. If he doesn't, he makes one mistake, veers off that track, we'll see how magnificent Barrera is.
Well, it's nearly here. Amir, whatever happens, you have to, Johnny, admire the guts of Amir Khan.
Of course. We just got to hope that the Prescott fight was just a blip in his career. Now this, the biggest fight of his life, he's got to show everything: maturity, stability, but not take away that sense of danger that he's got when he boxes, because we know he's an excellent fighter. We know he's chin suspect, but we know he can box and he's fast and he's fit with it. That's what we want to see. We want to see he can listen and learn. 6 months on from Brady's Prescott, did you ever dream that you would see him in the ring with Barrera? Not in a million years. I can remember being sat with Glenn, and when this fight was mentioned, we looked at each other to say, what? Are they crazy? And I couldn't understand, and I still can't understand why you would pick this fight.
Amir Khan, probably watching right now. What advice would you give him?
Listen to the man in your corner, the true power behind the throne, and he'll get you there to the top.
Johnny, thanks for your company.